Dear friends, welcome to our channel Legal Tapasvi. Today we will discuss about the legal provision of the Passport Act 1967, which is an Act number 15 of 1967. The Passport Act 1967 is an act to provide for the issue of the passports and the travel documents to regulate the departure from India of citizens of India and other persons, and for the matters incidental or ancillary thereto. Prior to the decision of the Supreme Court in Satwant Singh versus Union of India, passports were issued by the government in the exercise of its executive power to conduct foreign relations. The name of this act is the Passport Act 1967. Section 2 describe about the definitions. In this act, unless the context otherwise requires, a departure with its grammatical variations and cognate expressions means departure from India by water, land, or air. According to Section 2B of the Act, passport means a passport issued or deemed to have been issued under this Act. According to Section 2C, passport authority means an officer or authority empowered under rules made under this Act to issue passports or travel document, and includes the central government. According to Section 2D, prescribed means prescribed by the rules made under this Act. According to Section 2E, travel document means travel document issued or deemed to have been issued under this Act. According to Section 3 of the Passport Act, passport or travel document for departure from India. No person shall depart from or attempt to depart from India unless he hold in his behalf a valid passport or travel document. Some explanation are given for the purpose of this section. A. Passport includes a passport which, having been issued by or under the authority of the government of a foreign country, satisfies the condition prescribed under the Passport Entry into India Act 1920, that was the Act of 34 number of 1920 year, in respect of the class of passport to which it belongs. Travel document includes a travel document which, having been issued by or under the authority of the government of a foreign country, satisfies the conditions prescribed. Section 4 describes about the classes of passport and travel document. Section 4.1. The following classes of passport may be issued under this Act, namely: 4.1a. Ordinary passport. 4.1b. Official passport. 4.1c. Diplomatic passport. Section 4.2. Subsection 2. The following classes of travel document may be issued under this Act, namely: a. Emergency certificate authorizing a person to enter into India. B. Certificate of identity for the purpose of establishing the identity of a person. Section C. Such other certificate or document as may be prescribed. Section 4, subsection 3. The central government shall, in consonance with the uses and practice followed by it in this behalf, prescribe the classes of persons to whom the classes of passports and travel documents referred to respectively in subsection 1 and subsection 2 may be issued under this Act. Section 5. Application for passports, travel documents, etc., and order thereon. Section 5, subsection 1. An application for issue of the passport under this Act for visiting such foreign country or countries, not being a named foreign country, as may be specified in the application, may be made to the passport authority and shall be accompanied by such fees as may be prescribed to meet the expenses incurred on special security paper, printing, lamination, and other connected miscellaneous services in issuing passport and other travel documents. In this section, named foreign country means such foreign country as the central government may, by rules made under this Act, specify in this behalf. Section 5.1a. An application for the issue of a passport under this Act for visiting a named foreign country or a travel document under this Act for visiting such foreign country or countries including a named foreign country as may be specified in the application, or for an endorsement on the passport or travel document referred to in this section may be referred to the passport authority and shall be accompanied by such fees as may be prescribed. Every application under this section shall be in a such form and contains such particulars as may be prescribed. According to Section 5, Subsection 2, on receipt of an application under this section, the Passport Authority, after making such inquiry, if any, as it may consider necessary, shall, subject to the other provision of this Act, by order in writing, issue the passport or travel document with endorsement, or as the case may be, make on the passport or travel document the endorsement in respect of the foreign country or countries specified in the application, or issue the passport or travel document with endorsement, or as the case may be, make an passport or travel document the endorsement in the respect of one or more of the foreign countries specified in the application, and refuse to make an endorsement in respect of the other country or countries, or refuse to issue the passport or travel document, or as the case may be, refuse to make on the passport or travel document any endorsement. According to Section 5, Subsection 3, where the Passport Authority makes an order under Clause B or Clause C of the Subsection 2 on the application of any person, it shall record in the writing a brief statement of its reason for making such order, and furnish to that person on demand a copy of the same, unless in any case the Passport Authority is of the opinion that it will not be in the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of India, friendly relation of India with any foreign country, or in the interest of the general public to furnish such copy. Section 6 of the Passport Act describes about the refusal of passport, travel document, etc. According to Section 6(1), subject to the other provision of this Act, the Passport Authority shall refuse to make an endorsement for visiting any foreign country under Clause B or Clause C of the Subsection 2 of Section 5 on any one or more of the following ground, and no other ground, namely, according to Section 6(1)(a), that the applicant may or is likely to engage in such country in activities prejudicial to the sovereignty and integrity of India. According to Section 6(1)(b), that the presence of the applicant in such country may or is likely to be detrimental to the security of India. According to Section 6(1)(c), that the presence of the applicant in such country may or is likely to be prejudice the friendly relation of India with that or any other country. According to Section 6(1)(d), that in opinion of the central government, the presence of the applicant in such country is not in the public interest. According to Section 6(2), subject to the other provision of this Act, the Passport Authority shall refuse to issue a passport or travel document for visiting any foreign country under Clause C of Subsection 2 of Section 5 on any one or more of the following grounds, and no other grounds, namely, that the applicant is not a citizen of India, that the applicant may or is likely to engage outside India in activities prejudicial to the sovereignty and integrity of India, that the departure of the applicant from India may or is likely to be detrimental to the security of India, that the presence of the applicant outside India may or is likely to prejudice the friendly relation of the India with any foreign country, that the applicant has at any time during the period of 5 years immediately preceding the date of his application been convicted by a court in India for any offence involving moral turpitude, and sentenced in respect thereof imprisonment for not less than 2 years, that proceeding in respect of an offence alleged to have been committed by the applicant are pending before a criminal court in India, that a warrant or summon for the appearance or a warrant for the arrest of the applicant has been issued by the court under any law for the time being in force, or that an order prohibiting the departure from India of the applicant has been made by any such court, that the applicant has been repatriated and has not reimbursed the expenditure incurred in connection with such repatriation, that in the opinion of the central government, the issue of the passport or travel document to the applicant will not be in the public interest. Duration of the passport and travel document. Section 7. A passport or travel document shall, unless revoked earlier continue in force for such period as may be prescribed, and different period may be prescribed for the different classes of passport or travel document, or for different categories of passport or travel document under each such class, provided that a passport or travel document may be issued for a shorter period than the prescribed period, if the person by whom it is required so desire, or if the passport authority, for reason to be communicated in writing to the applicant, considers in any case that the passport or travel document should be issued for a shorter period. Section 8. Extension of period of the passport. Section 8 of the Passport Act deal with the extension of the period of the passport. Section 9. Condition and forms of the passport and travel document. The conditions subject to which and the form in which a passport or travel document shall be issued or renewed shall be such as may be prescribed, provided that different condition and different forms may be prescribed for different classes of passport or travel document, or for different categories of passport or travel document under each such class, provided further that a passport or travel document may contain, in addition to the prescribed conditions, such other conditions as the passport authority may, with the previous approval of the central government, impose in any particular case. Section 10 is about variation, impounding and revocation of passports and the travel document. Section 10A is about the suspension of passport or travel document in certain cases. Section 10B is about the validation of intimations, and Section 11 is about the appeals. Section 12 is about offences and penalties. According to Section 12, Offences and Penalties Clause, whoever contravenes the provision of Section 3 or knowingly furnishes any false information or suppresses any material information with a view to obtaining a passport or travel document under this Act or without lawful authority, alters or attempts to alter or causes to alter the entries made in a passport or travel document, or fails to produce for inspection his passport or travel document, whether issued under this Act or not, when called upon to do so by the prescribed authority, or knowingly uses a passport or travel document issued to another person, or knowingly allows other person to use a passport or travel document issued to him, shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years, or with fine which may extend to 5,000 rupees, or with both. Whoever, not being a citizen of India, makes an application for a passport or obtains a passport by suppressing information about his nationality, or holds a forged passport or any travel document, shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 1 year, but which may extend to 5 years, and with fine which shall not be less than 10,000 rupees, but which may extend to 50,000 rupees. Whoever abets any offences punishable under subsection 1 or subsection 1A shall, if the act abated is committed in the consequences of the abatement, be punishable with the punishment provided in the subsection for that offence. Whoever contravenes any conditions of the passport or travel document, or any provision of this Act, or any rule made thereunder, for which not punishment is provided elsewhere in this Act, shall be punishable with imprisonment for the term which may extend to the 3 months, or with fine which may extend to the 500 rupees, or with both. Whoever, having been convicted of an offence under this Act, is again convicted of an offence under this Act, shall be punishable with double the penalty provided for the latter offence. Section 13. Power to arrest. Any officer of the custom empowered by the general or special order of the central government in this behalf, and any officer of the police or immigration officer not below the rank of sub-inspector, may arrest without warrant any person against whom a reasonable suspicion exists that he has committed any offence punishable under Section 12, and shall, as soon as may be, inform him of the grounds for such arrest. Every officer making an arrest under this section shall, without unnecessary delay, take or send the person arrested before a magistrate having jurisdiction in the case, or to the officer in charge of the nearest police station, and the provision of the Section 57 of the Code of the Criminal Procedure 1973 shall so far as may be apply in the case of any such arrest. Section 14. Power of the search and seizure. Any officer of the customs empowered by general or special order of the central government in this behalf, and any officer of the police or immigration officer not below the rank of sub-inspector, may search any place and seize any passport or travel document from any person against whom a reasonable suspicion exists that he has committed any offence punishable under Section 12. The provision of the Code of the Criminal Procedure 1973 relating to the search and seizures shall so far as may be applied to the searches and seizures under these sections. Section 15. Previous sanction of the central government necessary. No prosecution shall be instituted against any person in respect of any offence under this Act without the previous sanction of the central government or such officer or authority as may be authorized by that government by order in the writing in this behalf. Section 16. Protection of the action taken in good faith. No suit, prosecution, or other legal proceeding shall lie against the government or any officer or authority for anything which is in good faith done or intended to be done under this Act. Section 17 describes that the passport and travel document to be the property of the central government. A passport or travel document issued under this Act shall at all times remain the property of the central government. Section 19. Passport and travel documents to be invalid for travel to certain countries. Section 20. Issue of the passports and travel documents to persons who are not citizens of India. According to Section 20, notwithstanding anything contained in the foregoing provision relating to the issue of the passport or travel document, the central government may issue or cause to be issued a passport or travel document to a person who is not a citizen of India if that government is of the opinion that is necessary so to do in the public interest. Section 21 is about power to delegate. Section 22 is about power to exempt. Section 23, Act to be in addition to certain enactment. Section 24, power to make rules. Section 25, change of the short title of Act 34 of the 1920. Section 26, saving as to certain passports and applications. Section 27, repeal and saving. So friends, these were the main provisions of the Passport Act 1967. I hope it will be useful for you in daily life as well as for upgrading your knowledge as per law concern. If you found this video useful and beneficial for you, then please subscribe our channel for more video upon various law topics and awareness about law. Thanks.